and you have 3 minutes.
I just wanted to say that I moved to Maine in 1998 during the ice storm, and one of the very first memories I have was hearing on Maine Public Broadcasting about the double suicide of two 16-year-old girls up in rural Maine. They drove their car over 100 miles an hour into a tree, and they left a note, and nobody would talk about the case. It was all very hush-hush and very frightening, the energy around it. In their suicide note, they said they were being true to themselves. And I remember the last words on the note were, "We lived our lives every day like everyone else, but how well did you know us?" And minutes before they killed themselves, they had actually edited that and crossed it out and said, "How well could you know us?" And I began to understand there's a painful truth in Maine, which is, this closet is just huge, and the shame and the fear around it. And I feel like the conditions, the harassment going on in the schools, the hate coming from the churches. One of the girls was in a church and also they did this right after a referendum where the hate speech in that particular region was off the charts in the editorials, and they were being harassed in the schools. And I just feel like that will never change until there's equal rights. And you can say, oh, well, it's just a church thing. It's not. When our relationships do not have the same status, are not recognized as sacred, are not supported by the community, that's the wellspring of the prejudice against us. I mean, that is the heart of it. That's the root of it. And you can have all the rhetoric you want, but the bullying goes on, the harassment goes on, because people are not stupid, and particularly kids. And I hear all this adult rhetoric, and it's like, yes, and how's the 8-year-old feeling that, or the 6-year-old? Because a lot of gay and lesbian people know that early. And certainly the teenagers who are falling in love, and in this case, choosing to die together than to live in a world they knew was going to rip them apart and trash the most sacred thing that they had. And the death of those girls, I feel like the blood of that is on the hands of everyone in this state who is not actively making it a priority to make this a safe place for the LGBT children that live here. And marriage is the root of it. We have got to pass this legislation. Thank you.